We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Welcome to the show. Appreciate that you came. Mr. Palmer T. Smalls ain't a damn thing changed. We talking under the tree. Yeah, we got them hot topics from Carolina to Duval. That's how we rock it on prime time. Check out the podcast. It's online. Hit us up. We got a platform. You gon' shine. It was all a dream. We here now. Let me hear you say it loud. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk. Let's talk.
What up, gentlemen?
What's happening? What's happening?
What happening?
It's all good as ever. I'm feeling good. Getting rid of, a little bit of this cold weather. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
How about you? How y'all dealing with it? How you dealing with it, Small?
Look, man, this weather bipolar. One day it's hot, the next day it's cold, the next day it's rainy. I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to come outside now.
So you think the weather needs some mental health counseling?
Hey, man, need something, goddamn shit. This shit ain't right.
You got Carolina Dirt, and he is from the Dirty Dirt. How you feeling, my brother?
Feeling good. Highly blessed and favored, as they say.
We're going to get a rewind on that. We want to make sure that you're not feeling your Yosemite Sam self tonight. So how you feeling on Carolina Dirt?
Oh, I'm gravy. I'm gravy.
We got Mr. G on here.
I got 6 shots in me.
Oh, there you go. Make it 7 shots. Mr. J. Some folks call him Jazzy J. How you feeling? I guess he's silent, but we'll get into that a little later. That won't be for long. But we love you anyway. Glad you could make it. Welcome to the tree, fellas. Glad y'all could make it. T. Smalls, do what you do. Say a little hymn for everybody across the country.
Man, we talking under the tree. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Since we're together, you might as well stay. We talking under the tree, baby.
You got a little good at that thing. I kind of like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I don't think I'll be singing that no time soon. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
But next podcast we do, I'm going to challenge you a little bit. How about that?
Hey, man, do what it do when it do.
I'm going to get Carolina Dirt to kind of lead the solo on that. What you think about that, Carolina?
Oh, no, bro. My voice too deep and it's off key.
That makes the best singer. How about that? It's all good. We're going to take a pause for the cause, pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
Who is you?
Yeah, this is a story of famous dog. The dog.
All right, we back. We're going to get straight into what we're talking about. We're going to talk about tonight kids fighting their parents. Domestic violence goes on also in parents' homes. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but it does happen. Sometimes parents get attacked by their children. And I guess, it's a shame thing that, parents don't really talk about. And they try to, sometimes from what I've been told, they try to protect their kids from, the law, the juvenile system. Mr. J, I'm going to start this off with your comments first. Have you ever heard of such thing?
I mean, I heard of it. I heard of it since way back, man. Like, I had friends growing up because they was just live wire, man. And I don't know if they just didn't come from, I don't know if they just didn't come from that corporal punishment type thing.
Right.
But I came from spare the rod, spoil the child. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I really know.
Right. I came from getting your ass whipped. I don't know about the rod. It just, I didn't hear about spoiling the rod the child thing, I guess, till I might have been in the 10th grade. But
right.
Oh no, I was 10 getting my ass tore off. 10th grade. I was 10 getting tore off.
Carolina Dirt, what you got, bro? I think we spoke earlier, maybe a couple
My
days.
connection ain't shit.
Carolina Dirt, I think we spoke about this a couple of days ago. You said you're familiar with some friends that, went through something like this type of ordeal. So, give us some kind of enlightenment about that.
No, I'm just saying, like, growing up, no matter how big and bad you are, or I never wanted to buck at my parents. But growing up with all these give kids rights and the fact that they promote, the 1-800 abuse line and TV commercials, and they publicize that they want kids to have certain rights.
Right.
But being in that, having those rights, you're taking away the power of the parents, because now the kids aren't scared because they can do whatever they want. They feel like they can stand up, they're not paying no bills or anything like that, depending on age.
Right.
They feel like they can stand up to their parents. When I know people always, the famous quote is, "I brought you this world, I take you out."
Right.
That's not the same mentality as, I'm trying to show you how the world is, and I don't want you to end up behind bars or in the cemetery.
Right.
And that's the thing that these commercials aren't telling their kids. Like, your parents are really there to love you, whether it's physical, mental, whether it hurts or it don't hurt. The world don't care if it hurt. So you might as well accept that from your parents. As long as your parents are doing it right, accept that from your parents and not buck back at them and take it as a teaching lesson. I'd rather have my ass cut by my parents than 3-4 dudes in jail or on the street.
Right. T Smalls, what you got, man?
Hey, look, man. I think Bill Cosby once said, the only damn right you got is the goddamn right to listen to what the hell going on in my damn house. That's the only right you got as a child. I don't know what happened, man. I'm like you, man. I come from that background where you got your ass whipped. It don't matter how old you was, you got your ass kicked. And guess what? If you did something bad enough and your mama whoop your ass and she tell your grandmama or your granddaddy or your auntie or your uncle, they always whipping your ass. Matter of fact, when they see you, they gonna whip your ass too. You can get about 4-5 ass whipping in one day and shit. You ain't going around grandmama hugging grandmama, but they waiting on you. And
they take away the chain of command. It's the same thing in the military. Like, the chain of command is your parents, and they want to take that out and have somebody that don't live in the house tell them, well, you don't have to take that as a child. Well, yes, you do. But by law, they can't get kicked out your house till they're a certain age. So it's like a medium. Go ahead.
I'm gonna add on. Go ahead and finish.
No, go ahead. I'm good. Go ahead.
It seemed like these kids here know, the age, say 18, and they run up all these disrespectful, moments, and they know, like, you can't sort of touch them until they're 18. Do y'all think the law should be changed to 15? You grown, get out the house, because some of these kids is off the chain. You think it should be lowered to 15 to 16? Because some kids start smelling their ass at about 14, 12, say 12 to 14 years old.
Nah, 18 is good. 18 is good. When they 14, 15 years old, well, you just keep whipping that ass.
Well, see, the thing about it is, you got to look at this also. When the courts feel like it, they can try a child as an adult. So if that's capital punishment, how is that any worse for me beating my child? That's way worse, because then they criminalized. Then they got in their head, all they know is prison.
Right.
So it's kind of like they don't want to give you the power, even though you gave the power of birth.
Right.
But
You got to try and give the parents some kind of leeway. Like, the parents' hands is tied right now. And I'm not on this podcast saying because I got my ass whipped that that's the way for everybody. I'm not saying that. For some kids, you can talk to them. And for some kids, they don't know fire hot. So for the ones that don't know fire hot, you got to show them. And this is the thing. Like, my kid hypothetically calls CPS, and is because I done put foot in his ass. Once that CPS representative gets there and they see that my house is clean, that my kids got clothes, that they not like, it's a difference between discipline and abuse. And every time we have these outrageous moments, the Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, it's always an overcorrection before you get back to where you managing shit fairly. And right now, parents' hands are fucking tied. And I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna go to jail. And guess who you got to see when I come from jail? Now you can go in the system and you can share a room with 12 other motherfuckers that's better than you, because you ain't shit. You been in here soaking up my AC, eating up all my snacks, playing video games. Them motherfuckers in that group home, they ain't had shit since they had shit.
Soldiers, real soldiers.
Yeah.
Real soldiers.
Hey, this just happened right here. A friend of mine, he works for the government. He said he went inside he's having some problems with his son. He went inside his son's room this morning. His son don't give a damn. And when he went in his room, he looked on his dresser. Guess what he found? Just left it there. He just left that there on the dresser. He don't care if his daddy see it or not. You know what I'm saying? And they went down the, it's a two-part story. His daddy was taking him to school. It just happened. They on the highway like road rage going back and forth. His son jumped on his daddy straight up. But before he jumped on his dad, he was smoking weed in the car. He pulled out a joint. 16 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you gotta go to military school. You gotta go somewhere besides my house.
But it seemed like it seemed like when I don't know what the weed doing right now, if they listening to this type of music right here. I mean, is this some new weed? I don't know.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Your right.
I mean, I don't know what this new weed doing, old weed, but his son is just crazy. If you're going to be grown and leave some gin on the dresser so your daddy can see, and then you're going to ride down the road while your daddy taking you to school and smoke weed and fight while you going all over the highway. You just don't care. I mean, is it the rap music? What is it?
Laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking in love, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back.
With my mind on my
What y'all think it is?
I personally think some of it is social media. Because back in the day, we couldn't see other kids act up in Wyoming, where they allow it. Now they doing it and they putting it on the internet. Plus they making it some kind of challenge, like this is to scare your parents to half to death, or something for social media. And then the other part also is just spending time with your kids. Some people like we as parents have to work so much to make ends meet. It's like you can't spend time with your kids like you used to, especially the world's a lot faster. So by the time you get off from work, pick your kids up from practice or, extracurricular activities, piano lessons, dance lessons, you pick your girl up, your little girl up from somewhere, it's 9, 10 o'clock at night. You got to be back at work, and these people are ready to fire you. Right. So some of it is not having the base of socialness being together instead of socialness being on the internet. Right. And we spend so much time on the internet, and we can see exactly what's happening in LA right now. A kid can beat up his father, or the daughter can beat up the mother, and you can see it right now because they blast on the internet. So now you got other kids looking at it like, well, I ain't got to take that. See, before in our time, we couldn't see that because we didn't have the power of the internet watching it right there. We had to hear about it. By the time we hear about it, you talking about 2 weeks later.
Right.
Besides the fact that my mama had hands. So even if you heard about it, you still had to deal with her one on one. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like social media and shit, we just watched a whole fucking 1,000 grown ass white folks run up in the Capitol and show their natural born ass. We ain't never gonna get these kids back if the adults don't know how to act.
That's true.
What you got, T Smalls?
Look, man. This goes for all the parents, man. You got some parents out there, man, that don't mind their kids drinking at the crib, no matter, you know, they got underage drinking going on. That's fine. That's that whatever fits your fancy. Some you got some don't mind their children smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and dandy. However you raise your kids, but this is for the parents out there who don't tolerate that bullshit, right?
Because it's
Ain't no
still
way.
coming out there.
It's parents out there that don't tolerate that, right? And for the kids who being unruly, if you got a kid that's being unruly and they feel like they can drink and smoke in front of you and everything is okay, hey, I urge you, and this is for the parents who don't allow their kids to do all this, man, at a young age around their house. Not for the parents who is okay with it. I'm not judging nobody. You raise your kids like how you want to raise your kids. But for the parents who don't tolerate that, and that happened in your house or your car or wherever it happened, backhand slap the fuck out of them.
Do you think that this is not against the single male parent or the single female parent? You know, we're not picking on anybody. But do y'all think this comes from parents babying their kids like a baby? Do you think it comes from parents babying their children?
I'm not gonna say all that, man. I'm not gonna say all that, and the reason why I'm not gonna say all that, man, is because we got now TV ain't like how it used to be. You got social media along in conjunction with television now. So no, I'm not gonna say that, man. You got a lot of things that influence them now, man. You got television, you got the internet, man. Those are two biggest things that influence kids, man. You got the things that they see on videos, all that influence kids. So parents are up against a lot of shit, man, when it comes to raising kids, man. They up against some shit for real. You know, us as parents, we up against it, man. You up against that television and that internet, boy. The two biggest things, the two biggest influence in this society, because that's the way of the world right now. So how could you compete with that? Let
me run this by y'all real quick. I think this was in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, somewhere around that area. Y'all probably seen it on the news where y'all located. An 18-year-old young man shot his mother. He didn't kill her, but what would possess an 18-year-old young man, he damn near a baby himself to a certain extent, to want to get a gun and shoot your mother? Did y'all hear about that?
They don't understand. Everybody's so jaded. Like, it's like for us, we knew when we was coming up, we knew as soon as we crossed this street or these train tracks, it's real over here. Either you lived on the side with the train tracks or you went to the side with the train. Like, you had to go somewhere to get into some shit. The world right now is so desensitized because you got 5-year-old kids playing Call of Duty from sun up to sundown. Parents don't even check on them. As long as the game work, the kid going off, and he killing. He killing all day long. He playing it. He better than grown ass motherfuckers, but he killing. I don't think they always grasp the concept because you see it so much, the finality of what is death.
Right.
And that's why these kids be fucking up, because they still kids. Like they did. That boy gonna be messed up for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
If she live till he 40, he ain't never gonna be able to live that shit down. Say he do come to his right mind. You know what that do to your mind, cuz? I don't know, man. I just feel like stop playing with your kids. When when they 1 or 2 years old and they snap back, yeah, it's funny. But you got to understand, by 3, 4, 5, this is learning. They are developing their personality. So if you don't stop them when they 3, 4, 5, and you don't stop them when they 9, 10, or 11, you damn sure ain't gonna stop them at 15, 16, 17.
Let me get y'all opinion on this. All three of y'all. Hold on one second. Like say when y'all was about 22, 23, you probably had a demeanor that y'all was damn near 40. But some of these 23-year-old young adults, keep it real. What's the average age that they really act on the average? Starting with you, T. Smalls, what you think?
The average age they really act, man. Shit, they still be acting like teenagers, man, when they 23. They acting like they about 15, 16 years old. They ain't caught up with their age.
Yeah.
Huh?
Compared to when you was 23. That's what I'm saying.
When I was 23, man, I had already had my own shit. I was established. I had my own crib, all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a different era from where I come from. I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying, everything in my life was all peaches and cream or whatever. I mean, but the only thing, man, we didn't have all this good technology, man. We didn't have. I remember, man, growing up, man, if you had a cell phone, man, and your mama or your daddy didn't buy it, boy, they was asking where the hell you got it from.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They was asking questions. I can remember
cell
times,
phone,
man, I used to
nigga, action figure.
Right. I can remember a time, man, when I used to walk in the house, boy, and my mom would be at the door waiting on me, boy, looking in my eye like, what the hell you was doing? What you been out there smoking? What you been out there drinking? Oh, you doing stuff you ain't got no business damn doing. Dog, hey, man, our parents was on our ass back then, dog. Like, it was crucial. I mean, from the family I come from, it was crucial, dog, for real.
Right. What you feel about that, Carolina?
Let me start with this and just say I praise all parents right now, whether you're a single mother or single father, or y'all together or y'all separate but y'all working it out. But I know when I started drinking, I didn't even drink my pops till I was probably in the late 20s out of respect. And I think that's what kids aren't realizing. Like, it's fear and there's respect. You fear that you'll lose your parents' respect. That's what we had.
Mm-hmm.
We feared we'll lose our parents' respect. But you got to also look at these kids and their parents 14 years apart, 15 years apart, hanging out, listen to the same music. So they drink it. I've seen 21, 22-year-olds giving their parents the weed and they passing the blunt together.
Yeah.
I've seen the parents ask the kid for $20. And they working. Like there's no division of parent to child. My mom always said, I ain't your friend.
Straight up.
Same thing Denzel said in Fences. My mom said, I give you your needs and your necessities. Your wants, you have to work for that for yourself. If I can scrounge up the money to get it, and I can give it to you. But all this, I need this video game and I'm 15 years old. I need this and I'm 21. It's too much I need or I deserve if you ain't work for it. And there's a difference because you got some people, I don't know nobody working at McDonald's. I don't know nobody working at any minimum wage job. But there's steps to this, and I've seen kids and their parents working side by side and get fired together. Like, how do you not tell your child at that time, hey, this is your job. You can make a manager if you choose to. Like, y'all got fired at the same time.
Right.
Like, it's too much of the parents and the child together. And that's one thing my parents never looked at. We not the same.
We not friends.
Right.
We are not friends.
When I realized domestic violence was real with parents and kids, I was a little younger back in the day around, I think I'm not sure the exact year, when Marvin Gaye's dad had to kill him. He had to shoot him. And when that came out in the United States, that's when I knew that it actually existed. You know what I'm saying? And actually, Marvin Gaye's dad, from the best of my knowledge, I don't think he was ever arrested. You know?
He has suffered from mental illness too. I think it was, and don't cite me on it, but I know for a fact there was mental illness involved in his father. I think they said it was schizophrenia. Like, it's a bad situation, man. But and you never can tell with that type of thing. What I'm gonna say is, you have a responsibility to your kids. You're not supposed to be friends. You're supposed to be a protector. You're supposed to be a provider. You're supposed to be a teacher.
Right.
Those three things. Those are the only three things you got to do. So what? He ain't got no fucking J's. So what? His shirt ain't a polo. You broke. Everybody know you broke. He just flies hell, and everybody still know you broke. Take care of the things that's important to your legacy. We failing these kids, and it's not all our fault, but it's like 90% our fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got to make better decisions. We all wanted to do better for us than our parents did. That's the whole history of the human race. You want to give more, leave more for the people behind you so they don't have to go through what you went through. Well, we have crossed that level. We crossed that level like you don't owe them kids shit and them ain't your fucking friends.
They not your friends.
Wait a minute, back it up. This generation, I think they're influenced by their friends because for some reason they are loyal to these friends. I'm sure y'all heard about, a lot of those situations. What about you, T Smalls? They are loyal to these friends.
Oh, yeah, they always gonna be loyal to them friends now.
Yep.
That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. They're gonna be loyal now. I'm trying to tell you.
Your friends gonna let you do what you want to do, or they gonna lead you to believe that you want to do what they doing.
Exactly.
But they ain't that. Them ain't your friends. You got to understand what and that's what I hate, especially rappers and people in the industry. They showing these kids. I know they not role models. Famous people ain't role models. But when you call somebody your brother that you only be kicking with for 2 weeks or a year, that's not a true friendship. I got true brothers besides my blood brother. I got people I've been kicking with since 4th grade. It seemed like a big group, and people like, damn, boy, you kick with a lot of people. It's not that. I kick it with people for what they got on the inside, what they bring to the table on the inside. If my friend can tell me, Elliot, bro, you full of shit, bro, I respect that. I truly hang with my pops people just as much as he hang with my people. If my homeboy look at my pops as not a role model, but somebody, if I'm not there, they can go talk to my pops. But whatever problems they're going through, I feel like I surrounded myself with a good group of people. Right. These kids right now, they surrounding themselves with materialistic people. Yeah, bro, they got 500. He out there flashing that chain and stuff. But that's not your chain. That's not your girl. Or the girl, she with this dude for his car. No, your mama got with your daddy for a good reason. Some of them for a good reason. Find that in that dude. They don't know they don't know what a friend is, so they can't make a circle to protect themselves when they parent. If you haven't learned from your parents, you need to learn from other people and surround yourself by those people.
Right. It's an old saying, my grandmother taught me this. Honor thy mother and thy father so your days will be longer. And she always told me this too. You can be disrespectful to your parents all you want, but stand by. He's coming to show you who he is. You can be disrespectful all you want. She was straight up raw with me. She said, your ass might be 20, you might be 30, you might be 40, but you're going to have to pay for that.
They all do.
Right. He said he's coming to show you who he is, no matter what. If you're disrespectful, and you're going to pay for that, no matter how old you are.
I understand a mischievous kid. I was a mischievous kid. I was shifty. I'd tell a quick lie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
but I wasn't a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? And my parents fucking leaned on me. It's unfortunate a lot of these kids don't have parents that had good upbringings themselves. That's what it really boiled down to. Not only are they friends, they didn't have the best upbringing. You know what I'm saying? So it's generational. Now, what we got to do as people is when you see a young boy doing some old retarded shit, at least say something. Nobody telling you to put on a cape. Nobody telling you to jump between old niggas fighting or none of that shit. I'm too old for that. I'm not getting in the middle of no young nigga scrapping. But for me to pull you to the side and be like, bro, I feel you. You real. You a gangster. But what that get you?
Nothing. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. Sometimes you see these kids, with their pants down. They already marked that they don't have no manners. The average one, you might feel like, guys my age, I'm 51. Why you talking to them? It's not gonna do no good anyways. And they already marked whether they know manners or not.
See that part?
No manners.
It's stereotype.
That's the part that I have an issue with, and I've done it too. You see somebody doing some ignorant shit, you got to pick your battles. Don't jump in front of four 19-year-old niggas outside of the liquor store trying to preach to them. But when you see that same dude that was with them other three dudes walking by himself, all you got to do is share a word. It don't matter. Like for you, it don't matter if he accepted. You do your due diligence as a human being,
right,
to help another human being. Because what they don't tell you is, I done had so many young niggas go through the juvenile system, and I told them, I was like, y'all niggas going to jail. And I knew them when they was 10.
Right.
Y'all going to jail. Like, no, you think it's a game, y'all going to jail. And them motherfuckers went to jail. When they came back, they talked to me a little bit different. You can't always turn it all the way off, but if people see you turn it down, they'll help you get it off.
Right.
You got a comment right here. T. Smalls, what they say.
With my kid's father and I separated, I wish I had a real man to talk to my two boys. I couldn't teach them everything. I could only try and cry. Wow.
Ms. Walk, I'm going to give you some credit, for saying that, because a lot of people wouldn't admit it. And I applaud you that you did the best you can do. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
Still standing strong, so I applaud you for admitting that.
It's a lot of women out there like that, man. It's a lot of women out there, man. Ms. Walker, man, you know what I'm saying? I congratulate you for stepping up to the plate and letting it be known. And that right there is proof that, man, you need your kids need their daddy in their life, whether they want to be in their life or not. But you know what I'm saying? It's very important. It doesn't matter, man, if you know what I'm saying, if y'all separated or whatever. If y'all on one accord, it doesn't matter, man. Put your differences to the side. Raise them kids like you're supposed to be raising them kids. You know what I'm saying? That way they won't be unruly. They won't be disrespectful and all that. And sometimes, man, it can be some parents, man, that actually induces that, man, that actually, promotes that in a child too. So it goes both ways, man. It just depends on what side of the fence you're falling on. You know what I'm saying?
If you're a single parent, it's tough.
Yeah.
That's for real.
But when we got our ass whipped, I'm going to go back to that. The way my mama was swinging it is like the level and the intensity of the way the belt was swinging through the wind. I was scared to fight. Hell no.
Man, I'm going to tell you, man.
I don't know. I think you went to a class.
Look, man.
She was like fighting me, basically.
Where I come from, it was everything but a belt. A belt was too soft where I came from. It was too soft.
Right.
A belt was a luxury. If you got whipped with a belt, that was a luxury. Man, we got the extension cord, the tree limb outside from the tree, a broomstick, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Spoon.
Hey, T. Smalls, that was abuse.
I was thinking the same thing.
Look, that wasn't no abuse. That was you getting your ass whipped. And if your ass didn't want to get whipped no more, you better not be bad no more. I guarantee you ain't gonna do it no more. I bet you that.
I could have thrown my mama know how to box like a kangaroo or something, bro. Just straight up, like that jab. Just, you know what I'm saying? And then when she beat your ass, she talking to you. Didn't I tell you? That was 3 leaps right there.
Yeah, that's my mom. She matter of fact, my mom, like my pops, he always worked 2 jobs. So it was my mom, she was handling two boys. And I'm telling you, it didn't matter if she worked 8 hours, it didn't matter if she was in a traffic jam for 2 hours. If you acted up, she always had time for her ass whooping. It didn't matter if she had time out to do her ass whooping. She always gave us an ass whooping. So we had a neighbor, God bless the dead. He had a neighbor, and he said he always wanted to know how my mom used to handle two boys at the same time, and he had a boy and a girl. But my mom always gave time for discipline. She didn't have I get it tomorrow attitude. I got to set these boys straight now. So I applaud her. Like I said once again, I applaud all the single mothers, all the single fathers. But we also gotta talk about these females, these little girls too. Some of them too fast. Some of them too fast. You got to say that. And it may be the mother, it may be the father, it may be the single home, it may be the not getting enough attention. But we got to get on their case too, because women do. I hate to say it, but women do influence them little girls influence little boys to act stupid in these streets because they trying to impress somebody.
And then vice versa.
But you see these little girls wearing these little outfits, you be like, yo mom, you 13 years old. Your mom ain't beat your ass, like snatched their clothes off you before you left the house?
Nah, mama gave him a ride.
I tell you one thing, boy. We a long way from Daisy Dukes, boy. We a long way from Daisy Dukes, boy. Daisy Dukes ain't got nothing on what's going on today.
Bro, look, it's crazy. Like when you young, you 12, 13, 14, becoming a man, you remember you used to have to watch the squiggly lines on Cinemax after 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Now you can see on any given day, you can see a woman damn near naked.
Oh,
and ain't nobody say nothing.
That's the way of the world, man. That's what we live in right now. That's what we live in right now.
I said that to say we can get the kids back if we do the right shit. I hear everybody on it's a new me, it's 2020, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna start my business. I hear all this stuff. I don't hear that much about volunteering at the Y. I don't hear that much about what you gonna get your kids to do. Like it's a blanket statement.
And it's gonna be a blanket. T Small got right here what they got right here, what they say real quick.
Yes. Working with children at school, this 12-year-old told me having anal sex is nothing. It's not having sex because she didn't give the boy her vagina. Oh Lord! Hey, but check this out, right? That right there is a good point I'm about to make, man. Because how could you compete with the television and the internet, man, when you trying to get these kids back? That's so hard nowadays because the visual part of it, what they showing the kids, is what they back in the day you couldn't see all that. All this was talked about, but you didn't never really see it. Like you say, man. Like I remember back in the day, television cut off at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, dog, and all you heard was the bull all night long until about 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, dog, you watch TV and the internet is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year now. It's no stopping that. It's no turning the TV off. You can turn the TV on at any time of the night, the morning, evening, wherever you at, and something on there that's going to influence you to do something stupid. I'm trying to tell you.
That's real.
Check it out, these smalls, what they say.
the worst beating that I ever had was when I was coming out of the bathtub with my mom would beat the bust out of me.
I ain't never had that
I,
one.
I caught that one.
You
That's
caught
a
that?
rough one to catch.
I caught that coming out the tub
That's
too,
a rough
bro.
one.
Hey,
That's a
look,
rough one.
I feel your pain. I
Did
feel
you
your
cry?
pain.
Did you cry?
Bruh.
Me? Hell yeah.
Bruh.
You got that right. Hey, man, it's just something about when you in the tub, dog, and that belt hit your ass.
How long did it last? Hey, Jimmy, how long did it last?
How bad was the offense? Let me say this. I never got an ass cutting that I did not deserve. I never got one I did not deserve.
Right.
Somehow, shape, or fashion.
Right.
But, bruh, I done been through it. Like, you don't know, like, bruh, I would have fought with my mama. I'll fight any two grown men with my mama up until she was about 40. My mama got hands and she got heart and she ain't scared. Let's run it.
Hey, you just do a flashback, go over there, just let her beat your ass just for old time's sakes.
Nah, I can't do that. We can sit down and we can watch a movie together.
Come on,
we
man.
ain't got to fight no more.
Carolina Dirt, you gonna go over there and get your ass beat just cause.
Now hold up now. Let me, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna tell you right now. My mom's lyrical ass whooping is just as bad as the physical ass whooping.
It's that too.
That means a lot. If somebody can whoop your ass lyrically, that should make you think about it more than that ass whooping. Because you thinking about that years, decades later. My mom will hurt your feelings without cursing you out, and then that shit gonna make sense. That shit worse. It's a learning. It's learning, and it's learning about life. And I think that's another thing. I feel this podcast alone is helping somebody out. Every day every time you shoot a podcast, I think you helping somebody out, whether they're a single mother, single father.
Right.
How old y'all demographic is. I think y'all really helping somebody out, whether it's taking their mind off something or educating them. And I think we need more of that. I know we crack jokes and all that.
I curse real bad.
Well, wait a minute. I'm glad you said that though. I'm not gonna say no name, but it was a pastor. Another pastor called me about your ass.
Wow.
Say what now?
No, a pastor called me, wanted you on their podcast.
Okay.
And I said, well, they said they wanted Jimmy. I said, you sure you want his ass on there?
Hey, look, let me tell you, good, bad, and different, I can only be me.
Mm-hmm.
You should have told them they really want him. Tell Jesus to call him.
I would have been on time. I bet that.
Hell yeah.
Better have an offering ready.
Hell yeah. Get that collection plate ready.
Better get that collection plate ready.
Your boy finna make a special appearance.
But it is what it is. But you know what, man? Mr. Carolina Dirt, with the podcast, we try to help everybody. We do crack jokes, but, we do the best we can do. We try to, make a change and put some positive light. Someone might have had a bad day. We really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of the topics are kind of like on edge, but it relates to somebody because a lot of people usually watch when we get off. And, we try to do the best we can do. Most of these topics that I come up with, I'm just riding around and people actually go through. This wasn't a made up topic. This actually happened to someone for real, with a young man fighting with his dad on the road, like they had road rage, and just swerving on the highway while he's smoking, marijuana in the car and leaving a gin bottle on the dresser. That's true. And this, he didn't who seen it. All that's true.
That right there sounds like a challenge. That's a challenge.
That sounds like I need to put your ass down.
That's a challenge. That's it.
You
challenging me.
I need to put your ass down. You are a rabid animal.
Right. Well, on a serious note, like after that, and I'm not a proponent of giving kids to the system. But at that point, if he not seeing a therapist, if you not seeing a therapist, you're not doing the best you could do. You need help.
Yeah, he gonna be seeing these hands. Shit.
No, hey, look, and that's because you prepared to give it and you know how to give it. But everybody ain't in your position. Some of these parents scared of their kids.
Right.
Hold up.
So
Music down. You got to say that again. Say it again, Jimmy. They what?
Some of these parents are genuinely scared of their kids. They old, they got their own afflictions.
Yeah.
They are scared of these kids. But don't you sit in their house and be no punching bag or an accident waiting to happen. Don't call the police. Get you some counseling. Call your church, network your church. Since y'all love the church so much, let that lead you to some help. No, I'm being serious.
No,
I'm
but let
being
me tell
dead serious.
But you also got to throw in there. Some people just plain out embarrassed.
They are.
You got to look at that. I mean, you got to understand everybody's thing. Some people
You
just
can be embarrassed or you can be hurt.
What?
Don't be hurt.
Don't be hurt. But some people rather deal with that, thinking the kids are just they'll change because they just embarrassed.
Look, man.
Especially if you look at other kids being good, whether they're your family members or people in the block.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, parenting ain't just from the age of from when you a baby all the way up till you about 12, 13 years old. Hell no. The real parenting come in when you're from the age 13 on, when you about to be that adult. That's when you're really parenting right there. The easy part is when you was young. The hard part is when now that you feel like your nuts too big or your breast too large to be in the house. I'm talking about you women too. There's to be some women out there that be disrespectful too, not just only the men. That's when the parenting come in. You can't be scared of your children, and you made your children. They here because of you. You can't be scared of them, man. You gotta raise them like you need to be raised, like they need to be raised.
Check it out. If a kid try to fight me, I'm not gonna fight you. Guess what? I learned this from the military. Y'all see this right here? What that look like? Seriously.
The pen is mightier than the sword, huh?
No. Once I put that pen on your ass, you're not gonna be able to get out of the bullshit. I'm a lyricist. So when you go to court, talk to the pen. I'm a writer when you so good, you're not gonna be able to get out of it, no matter who you hire as an attorney. I believe in the pen. This dude talking right here. Right here. I'm not gonna fight you.
See, hey, look, don't let your kids be a victim to that dude, man.
He ready to stitch already. I'm telling everybody.
Hey, look, some of them need to be off the street. If you can't control them, get them off the street, man.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't good. We hope they are, but everybody ain't good.
But we love everybody. Thanks for joining us under the tree as usual. We have some crazy weather. Wear your mask. Take the shot. If you take it, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Whatever works for you. T. Smalls, say a little prayer for everybody.
I thank God for today. I thank God for everybody who's listening to this podcast. I thank God for us coming together and fellowshipping, man, and talking about issues and this platform that needs to be talked about. Please lend a helping hand to all the parents out there who are having problems with their kids. You know, help them find comfort and find the right way on handling their children. Save them from the system. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. You're getting pretty good at that. Give a shout out to our fans in Senegal, Africa. We got a nice fan base over there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Over there, end of the year, but I don't think I'll be going over there because of Corona. The area of Senegal want to do a podcast in the city, but can't do it right now. So next year we'll see what happens, and you two guys are invited. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, look, I've never been to the motherland, cuz.
I've been.
Look, man, I just want to give a shout out, congratulations, man, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and all the Tampa Bay fans out there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give y'all respect, man. Y'all did that this year, man. Hey, I saw what I saw, just like you seen it. So, hey, man, big ups, man. Tampa Bay, man. Y'all on top right now.
And I appreciate you guys, man. All three of y'all. T. Smalls, Jimmy B, Carolina Dirt. Jimmy B, 30 seconds. Give me something. Whatever you want to say. Give me 30.
Hey man, look, I'm always here about the people, man. I be cursing and carrying on and acting silly and saying the N-word too much, but I mean well by people, man. Sometimes it ain't always the delivery, as long as you catch it. You know what I'm saying? Tip ball can still get caught. I want y'all to be good to each other, be good to your loved ones. This is the turning point in the rest of our history right here, man. We know at this point we ain't going backwards. We gonna fight and die. So let's just be proud and move forward as a people. That's all I got. I love y'all.
You did that pretty good. You did 32 seconds. You're getting good at that. Carolina Dirt. Let me see if you can top it. 30 seconds. Give me something in closing.
I don't know about that, but just respect and love to my parents, because this is the topic we're talking about. And secondly, if nobody around you is successful, find somebody to be successful. And success ain't necessarily materialistic stuff. Success is what you think it is, as long as it's something positive. Go find it.
T Smalls top that. He did that in 31 seconds.
Yeah, all I got to say is, man, everybody stay positive, man. Wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? If you're having problems with your kids, get help. Or, you know what I'm saying, seek help. Whatever you need to do. It's the time is of the essence. We living in a pandemic. Y'all stay positive, man. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Let's Talk in the Tree podcast, man. Hey, more things to come.
I appreciate y'all. I try to bring decent content. It ain't easy, but hey, I love everybody. And hopefully I could change somebody's life by listening. Everybody don't comment all the time until after, but hope I can, put a better light on y'all from some of the topics that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. And that's what it's all about, being grown, having adult conversations. And we appreciate the support worldwide from everybody. And we out. We love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Be safe on the road. Double Axel, Jimmy B, Carolina Dirt, T Smalls in the house. Thanks for praying, my brother, and y'all have a good day, man.
Kingpin Music.
We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Welcome to the show. Appreciate that you came. Mr. Palmer, T Smalls, ain't a damn thing changed. We talking under the tree. Yeah, we got them hot topics from Carolina to Duval. That's how we rock it on prime time. Check out the podcast. It's online. Hit us up. We got a platform. You gon' shine. It was all a dream. We here now. Let me hear you say it loud. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree.